Welcome to my learning site, Cultural Sensitivity and Inclusivity. As online platforms work with people from two or more different cultural backgrounds at the same time, it is important to promote effective communication among employees and employers. Communication in all facets has many implications and potential barriers, as it includes both verbal and nonverbal methods of expressing meaning or emotion. Within the workplace, internal communication is the biggest challenge since the most persistent problems often occur when we believe ourselves to be culturally sensitive when the reality is that we live in a state of constant ethnocentrism. Challenges to effective communication. The main barrier in verbal communication is the language, in which language differences themselves are not the only problem, but also the understanding that it is the responsibility of both parties to learn enough of the other language to communicate with others. It is equally important to be clear, concise, and avoid idioms that could cause misinterpretation of the message or could even be offensive to another person. Challenges to effective communication. These misconceptions or offenses usually occur in nonverbal communication because even though there are emblematic gestures, gesture of peace, thumb up, etc., these can mean different things in different cultures and we don't inherently know the connotation. Another important issue is personal space. In Latin American, it is common for conversation to happen with a fairly short distance between people, unlike North American culture, where personal space is of greater importance. Challenges to effective communication. Another important factor to consider when implementing effective communication within the organization is that employees must have a clear vision or the way the organization works, a clear description of each job position and what is expected of each employee. To accomplish this, the most important thing is to first ensure that senior managers adequately understand the project goals and expectations. This creates unity and consistency among team members. Challenges to effective communication. Similarly, it is crucial to 1. Train all employees consistently regardless of rank or hierarchical level. 2. Encourage teamwork and pride in the outcome of a project. 3. Organize regular staff meetings to enhance communication. Tools for effective internal communication in a bicultural environment. Posters. An inexpensive and effective resource. The information must be clear so it can be seen from a distance and include pictures/graphics. Posters should be bilingual and located in places that receive the most traffic in the company. Employee manual. The advantage of such a manual is that the mission statement and vision of the organization as well as company policies can be incorporated into a single document. Newsletter. A company newsletter creates a constant flow of communication. Cost can be reduced if it is sent electronically to employees who request it. Developmental model of intercultural sensitivity. The first stage defines ethnocentrism as the attitude or point of view by which the world is analyzed according to the parameters of our own culture. It often involves the belief that one's own ethnic group is the most important, or that some or all aspects of our culture are superior to those of other cultures. The stages of ethnocentrism are denial, recognizing cultural differences perceived by the naked eye, schedules, holidays, food, dress, etc., but denying deeper intrinsic differences. Defense. Criticizing other cultures with negative or derogatory terms as a result of feeling threatened, which leads to negative stereotypes, prejudices, and discriminatory attitudes. Minimization. Thinking that values and behavior are universal principles and are equal to one's own. The second stage is ethno-relativism, a learned skill where a person consciously recognizes values and behaviors as a cultural matter rather than a universal one. The stages of ethno-relativism are acceptance, recognizing that cultural differences must be respected in order to improve interactions. We may not agree with a specific cultural practice or difference, but we respect a coworker's values. Adaptation, to be able to change a cultural outlook or behavior, which improves understanding and communication in different cultural contexts. Integration, an effort to integrate different cultural elements and feel comfortable with multicultural situations. Aspect of business etiquette. Western cultures, Asian cultures, Middle Eastern cultures. Greetings. Firm handshake, direct eye contact. Bowing, light handshake with two hands, Japan, China. Handshake with the right hand, light grip, no direct eye contact with the opposite gender. Decision-making, quick, individualistic, data-driven. Consensus-driven, time-consuming. Hierarchical, leader-driven. Business attire. Business suits, formal but less conservative. Formal and conservative. Dark suits, ties. Conservative, often dictated by cultural or religious norms. Gift-giving. Less common, may be viewed as bribery. Common, expected in some contexts, culturally specific. Common, avoid alcohol or anything seen as offensive. Use of time. Punctuality is crucial, time is money. Punctuality is respected, but relationships matter more. Time is flexible, emphasis on relationships over strict schedules. Communication style. Direct, straightforward, focus on content. Indirect, focus on context and nonverbal cues. Indirect, respect and politeness are paramount. Case study, embracing cultural diversity. A case study of Apple incorporated its management of its multicultural workforce. Apple faced some tough challenges with cultural differences among its employees, leading to issues like discrimination, prejudice, and language barriers in the workplace. These problems made it hard for employees to work well together and affected their productivity. To tackle these issues, what were the steps Apple took? Response. Apple's immediate strategic steps included cultural sensitivity training, implementing training programs to educate employees about different cultures and promote inclusivity, adaptation of leadership styles, encouraging leaders to adapt their management styles to be more culturally aware and responsive, policy development, creating and enforcing policies that support diversity and inclusion, ensuring fair treatment for all employees. Long-term programs. Apple's long-term strategies focused on sustaining and enhancing its diversity management. Evolving management practices. Continuously updating management approaches to align with the evolving cultural landscape. Ongoing training programs. Establishing a culture of continuous learning with regular training sessions on cross-cultural communication and collaboration. Employee resource groups. ERGs supporting ERGs to provide a platform for employees from different cultural backgrounds to share their experiences and support each other.